Hello and welcome viewers, I am Pia and you're watching NewsX. Our top focus this hour, India's temples are symbols of faith, devotion and trust. But what happens when those entrusted with protecting that faith themselves come under the scanner? After allegations surrounding the Ram Mandir, the spotlight has now shifted to the revered SABARIMALA temple in Kerala. An ongoing special investigation team probe has uncovered allegations of serious financial irregularities, with claims involving missing cash, gold and other valuable temple assets. Now, former officials, administrators and individuals connected to the temple affairs are now facing intense scrutiny as investigators attempt to unravel what allegedly went wrong. For millions of devotees, this is not just about their money. It is about protecting the sanctity of one of India's holiest shrines. Should temple administration be made more transparent? Is stronger accountability the only way to safeguard devotees' offerings? Today, we investigate the allegations surrounding the Sabarimala looters and ask the difficult questions that devotees deserve answers to. Let's in fact take a look at who exactly are those who've come under the scanner of the special investigation team. Who exactly are the culprits as far as Sabarimala temple and these allegations are concerned? First up, P.S. Prasant, former Travancore Devaswam Board President. In this role, he helped allegedly cover up the 2019 theft, falsely registered gold-clad Dwarpalaka idols as copper plates. This is what he has been accused of. Second up, in the list of Sabarimala looters that we have compiled, Kandaraju Rajivaru, former chief priest, gave silent permission for the removal of gold-clad Dwarpalaka idols. He has given silent permission for the removal of these particular idols. Third up, Unni Krishnan Poti, prime accused in this particular case, and his role as specified by the SIT, he stripped and siphoned off kilograms of gold during the transport of these sacred artifacts. That's not all. Also on this list is Murari Babu, former Sabarimala executive officer. He forged administrative documentation to register the Dwarpalaka idols as copper plates. So here's where the forgery had taken place. Last but not the least, Pankaj Bhandari, Smart Creations owner, confessed to taking 109.2 grams of pure temple gold directly from artifacts as well. So this is of course the list that we have managed to compile, but additionally there are more names as well. Reji Lal, Thiruvananthapuram Commissioner, he cleared and authorized the 2025 transport of Dwarpalaka idols as well. So after the forgery was done, this is the person, Reji Lal is the person who oversaw and authorized the transportation of these idols that were labelled as copper plates. So here's a full compiled list that we have comprehensively taken and managed to compile for our viewers to understand the scale of what's really happened as far as Sabarimala is concerned. There's already a lot of outcry over what's happened as far as the Ram Mandir is concerned. An investigation into that is underway, and now this special investigation team has managed to uncover this web of what's happened as far as the Dwarpalaka idols are concerned, how they were falsely registered as copper plates and then smuggled out of the temple. To understand more, my colleague Belly Thomas joins on the broadcast. Belly, what have you been tracking as far as this particular case is concerned?
Pia, as of now, the latest on the Sabarimala gold theft case is that the special investigation team probing into the matter has submitted an interim report to the Kerala High Court, which in turn mentions the criminal conspiracy by the Travancore Devaswam Board officials. So this interim report submitted before the Kerala High Court by the SIT that is probing this alleged misappropriation of gold from the Sabarimala temple during the course of gold plating works in 2025 has mentioned criminal conspiracy in this regard among others, including P.S. Prashant, who was the then president of the Travancore Devasam Board. And following this, the court has permitted the SIT to register a fresh case against him and the others involved. So the report further goes on to state that collected materials clearly establish the role of, like you earlier mentioned, all those people who are involved, including Murari Babu, the executive officer of Sabarimala, Unnikrishnan Poti, the prime accused and who is the sponsor for the gold plating the Dwarapalaka idols, and Pankaj Bandari, the proprietor of Smart Creations in Chennai, where the idols were taken for gold plating, and Ajit Kumar, a member of the Travancore Devasam Board, and Kandararu Rajivaru, who is the chief priest, also called as Tantri of the Sabarimala, and Reggie Lal, who is the Thiruvabaranam commissioner of the Travancore Devasam Board. So the acts by the accused acting in concert and pursuant to the premeditated criminal conspiracy disclose the commission of offences including criminal breach of trust, forgery and criminal conspiracy, which is punishable under sections 316 subsection 2, 316 subsection 5, 336 subsection 2 and 61 subsection 2. Read with section 3 subsection 5 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. So based on the findings of the interim report submitted by S. Shashidharan, the officer who's leading the SIT now, a division bench of Justice Raja Vijay Raghavan, we and Justice K.V. Jayakumar observed that stringent action ought to be initiated under the BNSS. The team was asked to ensure that the final report is laid as expeditiously as possible.
Absolutely, Belly. Thank you for sharing these details. We also have with us Mr. Rahul Ishwar, who is an activist. So thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. As Belly just informed our viewers, there's been this complex web that has now come to light with regards to this huge gold theft case. As far as the Sabarimala Mandir is concerned, there are some former officials and administrators and individuals who are connected to the temple affairs itself, who've been named by the special investigation team as to having orchestrated this whole conspiracy of smuggling out these idols and labeling them as copper plates. What exactly should be done from here? Of course, the law must take its course, but how can devotees be reassured that their offerings will be kept safe? Because we've seen what's happened as far as the Ram Mandir case that is currently underway is concerned as well. Is it time to ensure that temple administration and the entire procedure of who is running these temples, how it is being run, are the offerings that are made by the devotees who are doing it out of the purity of their heart to show their devotion to God, that needs to be protected? Is it time for transparency?
Absolutely, yes. It's time for transparency. That's the reason why we always request that right to information should be made applicable to temple, church, mosque and ashrams. I, as a devotee, or any person of that denomination as a devotee, has a right to know where the money is going. And more transparency and accountability should be there. Beyond politics, these are the constructive things that we should be thinking about, that temple management should become better. More accountability it should be there. More transparency should be there. And it's a very unfortunate thing. From Sabarimala to Ayodhya, devotees' soul has been wounded and scarred. There is no two-way regarding it. It is an absolutely sad thing that really happened. I hope this will be a wake-up call for all of us. As a Hindu activist and a Hindu believer, it brings me immense pain to see that such things have happened. So I hope some kind of structural reformation mechanism will happen so that we can take it to a much more cleaner temple management process in the future.
All right, sir.